Okay, it's time for a unboxing, I guess, quick review. And this is Jazwares Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron. And this is the new BTL-B Y-Wing Starfighter with Ahsoka. The previous one that they had, and this is from the Clone Wars series. The previous one they had in this new, the Republic Y-Wing bomber, basically in this blue color, was with Captain Rex, and I forgot the name of his little droid that it comes with. And they are almost near identical. By the way, this is Series 13, and I really love this. The Y-Wing is probably my favorite Star Wars fighter, at least within the Republic, and I guess technically the Rebellion as well. Although I'm not sure I don't think these ever transitioned into or were used during the Galactic Rebellion. They were the other Y-Wings that we've come to know from like Star Wars, which are much more stripped down versions of this. Although I think those aren't even exactly like this, because the cockpit area is different. They didn't hold two people as far as I can recall, and they definitely didn't have like a ball turret where someone could sit up and fire from there. It was like a single seater with just a set of cannons on top without anyone that could man it, I guess, other than probably the pilot, if even that. Anyways, we're going to take a closer look at this and compare it to the previous one. I have that away on the side, but I'll drag it out when I get a chance. Standard packaging. It doesn't look like there's much to the background here. It's a pretty generic background, which is fine. And I found this at Walmart the other day on Sunday. Hang on a second, just turn this down. I was surprised. It's like, because I still have this on pre-order at Amazon, but Walmart has been known to, and maybe even sometimes Target, been known to like release things ahead of like when they're supposed to be. So I don't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing the New Republic. I think this should be the New Republic B-Wing. I can't see close enough. If there might be a New Republic logo there that's in yellow or gold, but I would think it should be, because I guess it could have been during the Rebellion, but I don't remember seeing a blue one. And since the new Ahsoka season 2 is coming out, you see a trio of B-Wing I consider them bombers, but I guess it's the starfighters as well, or heavy starfighters. You see them doing a kind of a run and attacking some ships with the focus beam. I'm not sure what that's called. And since it's during the New Republic era, then this might be part of that. This is something they had before. I don't know why. I guess this is an Armada edition or something of the First Order tie. I don't think this is the Special Forces one. I think that one, the main difference is that might have another set of cannons on the bottom, perhaps, because it might hold a second pilot it can man that and maybe fire behind. I forget exactly, but I don't know. I haven't been up to collecting the First Order stuff or anything from like the last 3 trilogies, Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker. I've been kind of holding out on that. That's not my favorite set of movies, and thus I'm not as inclined to get those. Yeah, and here's the new chase vehicle, which is like a red hologram of the was it Trade Federation or Separatist Hyena droid bomber, and this has the same set of features as the other Y-Wing that they just put out with Rex, which is like the cannon can rotate 360, set of landing gears can come out here, push the bottom button to eject the droid. So I can obviously sit in here, and this should be able to hold a second pilot facing the back too, or have them perhaps standing up if they can a little bit to get use that. Panels, I think, on the whole back side. Yeah, it looks like maybe one on the side here can be removed so that you can see the engine parts. And I don't know if this is really a feature. I guess if you want to show it being blown up, you can remove one of the, sometimes you get hit and then like an engine just kind of flies off. So I guess you can do that over here, but just going to stick to the other end. It comes with a blueprint. So I'm going to try to quickly cut this open, and we'll jump into looking at it a little bit closer. Okay, so might as well show you how this first comes together. Real quick, cut out the blueprint. You see, cut and collect these and put them somewhere just because you can. And usually I put these, I don't know, these holographic things of the characters. And we'll just take a quick look at these guys first. Here's Ahsoka, and take off my glasses so I can see myself. There's not a lot of like facial detail. Her face is I don't know if it's correctly painted. Like her face actually looks a bit more gold or yellow compared to her arms. You would think her arms and face should be the same kind of orangey colors with some white paint here and there, right? I think if I recall Ahsoka correctly. And here's the detail in the back. I don't know if there's a misprint. It's probably a little bit off there. See where that kind of goes a little higher right there. Not a big deal since you probably won't see that part of it much anyways. Guess that's a little lightsaber there, and she does have two, so there's the other one on her other hip. And yeah, got some details there. She got like the gauntlets and the shin guards, and yeah, she looks alright. Other than I think the face, if possible, could have used more detail, and I think it's possible because I swear they painted pretty fine details on like pilot helmets or something before. But at least the face should have been, I think, closer to matching like the arm color, which she should look like because she has kind of like orange skin, right? Anyways, that's Ahsoka, and then here is the droid R7A7. Go, pretty typical. I guess the print across, it's not that good. I was gonna say it's fairly straight, but no, it looks like it's just slanted. Look, you can see from the top, if I'm holding it straight, you can see it's off to the side a little bit more. The challenges of printing, doing a good print on plastic, huh? You can see there's actually a bit of fine detail in this part of the droid, right in the middle. You can see it's kind of highlighted a bit, and not much more in the back. So that's too bad, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so let's see, let's put this together. Here is the landing gear, so this should be on this side. Oh, actually, no, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. This goes behind here, and I think the tab with this, see how this got the little piece right here? That should match up on this side, whereas this side, but it has one forward of that, and obviously you're not going to mount it this way, right? You can't. This thing's physically in the way as well. This thing is physically in the way as well, so you can't really mess this up. Let's try that again. So sometimes I've been told that if there is a wash, I'm sure, on this, and sometimes it gets a little bit heavy on these pieces that are the tabs, I guess, basically that they use to attach pieces like this. It can be a little bit challenging because it just adds that little bit, that layer adds, paint adds a little bit of thickness to it that makes it difficult to push in. But there we go. Looks like that went no problem. And this one will go in the side like this. Wiggle, and then it should start to drop in. It's a little tight at first, once you get past a certain part, it just kind of snaps in. And there you go. Looks fairly even. And no problem with, sometimes these are soft, but at least they are looking straight. Same. Be careful of these. This seems to be okay, and again, this can rotate. It can't go up and down, but it can go forward and backwards. And that's pretty much it. So we'll just pop this open, which I believe, yeah, there's a tab right here. You can see right there. So lift this up so I don't break any kind of rear tabs. Here it is, engine detail, and also inside here, which is always cool. They always manage to detail that, like the cover, the inside, the underside of the cover as well. Of course, this is a bit plain. It could definitely use a wash. I don't know if I'm going to go into that, because how often am I going to pull this open to look at? But if I did, it would look nicer if it did have a wash, and at least not wash as much as like drop in some panel lines to fill in some of the details and really make that stuff pop out and make it look a little more grimy, because I think inside the ship should probably be a little bit dirtier. And so just make a note, nothing painted, but there are details, which I think will match up with the Captain Rex version. So you should clip this somewhere back here first. At least I think I would, because then it needs to go from the front. So let's find a way to drop that in there, and then snap that in. And then I believe you can see that there's more of an outline around this than on this side. So definitely you can only remove one side, and that just pulls up there. And again, some engine details there, and also in here. There. This would sort of do better if it was panel lined. Just fill in some of that detail, but I can do that later if I wanted to. Unlike the actual Y-wing bombers, like from the Rebellion, this doesn't have like a set of torpedoes that you could lift out. Those ones that they have, I doubt if you ever do that. So just rotate these out, and just like that, and then you got landing gears, and then it'll land just like that. Let's put in the figures. So you see them mounting straight, push them down all the way. Right, I hate it when they design it where they just don't sit in deep enough, and then like even like the upper torso or shoulders are this really high up, like they almost look like they're only halfway sitting. I shall leave this on. Here's the detail, some scratch marks. I wish they would really find a more subtle way to put these made in China stuff instead of parts that you can see, at least like, I don't know, something lighter print. There we go. And then we'll fit a circuit in, and I don't think we need to do any. I think it opens up from. Just open up from the side, so like that. There are no clips. Sorry, kind of off screen there. There are no clips to hold her in place, like between the legs or anything. So, pretty much have to kind of hold her steady. I don't want her like, leaning back too much. These are the times we should use some of that poster tack, we used to call them fun tack, like a little piece of putty or, something malleable, and you just use that to, I want it to be more upright. She looks like she's about to fall asleep. I was thinking this would be cool. Well, actually, Sorry, I'm looking off on the side around the camera, so I forget that it's out of focus. There's something like this. I wanted to have her hands kind of on the controls. It kind of holds her in. It's fairly straight, so we just carefully snap this in, because sometimes maybe that vibration of that impact of this snapping down can actually send a shock through the cockpit and knock Ahsoka out of alignment inside. So I'm trying to be careful not to do that, and there we go. That looks good. Now, I'm trying to remember this. The only time I remember her flying or being in one of these was towards like the very, basically, I believe it was like the last final episode of the series finale of Clone Wars. But Rex was flying it, and they were using that to escape the Venator class starship as it was crashing. And so I don't remember her having her own starfighter. Let me go get Rex's real quick. Okay, so here's Captain Rex's, and let's just have a look at them. Yeah, I'll pull out the. See, let me see something. Rex is, well, he is taller, but I feel like he could still sit upright more. Let me see if I can't get him to be a little bit more upright. Not that much more. Should have just left well enough alone. Alright, well, that's it. They're definitely different droids, because he's got like not gold on top, whereas that one does, though they're both burgundy in color. So I can zoom out a bit more. So, let's pull out the landing struts and gear, and we'll take a look at it next to each other right now. Now you can see there are some differences, mainly of course in the paint application, besides the figures being different and the droids having different paint jobs. Let's back it up slightly. Okay, so definitely the grays on that they use are different. This is, I would say, more of a warm gray, but it's still kind of a medium to dark gray. This is a little bit darker, and it's also got a hint to my eyes of red or purple in it, and those grays to make it darker too. Besides, it's like tonal, like color difference, and also the blues are different. In the camera, this looks more vibrant. In person, it's not quite as bright as probably what the camera might be seeing, but it is brighter than this. I feel it's also more of a truer blue versus this one. There's ever so hint of maybe teal or something green, just to make it not as blue as that. That's more of a closer to a more pure blue, medium blue, versus this has ever so very, very little bit of, to my eyes, probably a hint of green in it that makes it shift into that blue greenish, but it's not even really blue green, but just a little bit, and it is actually darker. Also, you'll note, and you could see this in some of the photos, I didn't actually notice it in person, but this one has more I don't know, you call this battle damage, or is this like some burn or scuffs on the front of the nose here, versus this is generally more cleaner. They both have the Republic logos. This one, the only thing I noticed from the product shots was that kind of blast mark right there. That was the main thing I could tell that was different. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Most of this stuff across the top of the hull is the same, but you'll see that actually it's different on the side. Ahsoka's has more blue painted along the sides versus Rex is a bit thinner, and also the blue doesn't go all the way back in towards the engine, the front of the engine, versus this one does, continue all the way in more. So definitely a difference in deco there. And the same could obviously be applied to this side. This is probably some kind of blast mark or damage. It's pretty dark right here. Maybe something caught on fire. I don't know. Other than that, let's look at the back of these. They both have engine glows. Although this one's the new one, right? So you can see the pinkish color seems to be about the same, but I think there's a bit more, like there's a vertical piece like around the ring on the inside of the engine that you can see more gray vertically, versus this one it's more painted pink all the way around. So there are some slight differences there. If we turn it over gently, I don't want them to fall out of their seats if possible, but and the bottom appears to be the same. I noticed that on the front underside, like it still has, sorry, when I hit the stop button. Okay, so I noticed that the front, right before the landing gear, there's like this, some of the paint is gone now, right in this blue area. That's what it kind of looks like, scratched off. And it basically has the same thing here as well. I'd say the underside, for the most part, is the same. It's funny, they couldn't have printed this thing that made in China and this other, is that the product code? They did it differently. Like, made in China, the orientation of the text are different. This is facing this direction, this is facing that direction. I guess, this is the top and this top. So that's off or different. And then this one has this, I guess it's a product code printed all the way up forward here versus this one's back here. I think I prefer this one, even though I don't like it either, but to my eyes, it's about the same darkness, but it feels like this one's slightly darker for some reason. At least this one is, I think, the made in China, and that this product code text down here, whatever that is, appears also, the font size seems smaller compared to this, and at least these are in a, well, made in China is also in one line, but this product code, whatever, is in one line versus this is two. So this actually makes it look kind of technically thinner. It doesn't have this big kind of, more looks like a block of numbers and text right here, and it's more forward, so you can kind of see it more, versus this is back. So I wish they had done the old one like this. Better yet, I wish they didn't have either one of them, but if they did, I guess better yet if they would print it lower, like inside here where it's less obvious, or you'll see it less just because it's this particular location. I don't think your eyes necessarily focus, and it's kind of tucked away back in here and stuff. Otherwise, I guess these are both worth owning after all. I thought maybe I was going to cancel this one because I was thinking they're too similar. I thought they were almost exactly identical except for a few blast marks and of course the characters, but there is definitely more to the differences in the paint job, so I guess it's worth it. And again, this is perhaps my favorite of the Rebellion or Republic Starfighters is the Y-Wing. Just I don't know, I always thought this was a cool design, even from the original trilogy where it's all stripped down. That was always my favorite. I like that more than the X-Wing, actually. And also it's the play on it, the Y-wing thing of it is kind of a play on my name as well. So that's also probably why I kind of liked it. Now, will I display both? I guess so. I mean, if I would display one, I'd have to rewatch the last episode, but I believe I should combine at least Ahsoka into either one of these. Probably sit in the back because I think Rex will be piloting, and then I gotta figure out which droid, if there was one, that was with the Y-wing as well, and then the other one and the Starfighter can be bagged and placed in a safe place for storage, and until maybe I have more space where I can display everything, even the ones that look so similar to, all out. But I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I said if I were going to just pick one, then that's what I would do. Put Ahsoka into here, or Rex into there, vice versa. I'm assuming I would do it with this. Oh, either way, Ahsoka sits shotgun or whatever in the back, and Rex will be in the front, and whatever droid will be there will be here, and that's how it'll be displayed, because that was closest to like the final moments in the series finale where they're escaping the crashing Venator to all the debris too, as Rex was trying to rescue, because Ahsoka got kind of blown out into the atmosphere, or was falling basically, and then she's able to still kind of do like leaps or force leaps between the large particle debris of that's falling alongside the Venator, and he's swooping in and trying to catch up with her, so they open the cockpit so she can hop in, and they both escape, and the Venator crashes. So that would be how I would try to display, maybe if I had to pick one of these and display just one to represent that moment in the series finale. What do I hope for in the near future? Definitely more of these are always welcomed. I am looking and hoping, really hoping, and I voiced this whenever I could on the social platforms that have something to do with Micro Galaxy Squadron, what's upcoming, maybe these in general. They're saying that they would do well to do a battle pack with two of these. One with Anakin and R2, and then maybe another of one of the clone pilots that was in during the. I'm thinking of the 3 episodes back to back of basically trying to destroy the Malevolence, right? And that was a cool 3 episodes. I mean, just had the squadron of these Y-wings along with Plo Koon and his Jedi Starfighter, and actually had a hyper ring because they still needed to hyperdrive a bit to get to intercept, I think, or to stop Grievous from attacking the clone medical facility or something, whatever that was in the episode. And I would love to see these in their Anakin's yellow and white Y-wing bomber color scheme, which is different from the clones, which, if they had, say, Matchstick and whoever droid he comes with, have that in the other alternate yellow and white paint scheme for this, that'd be awesome. I know for sure that the regular guys, the clones, that is, they have like more white or so on their engines, versus I think Anakin's actually had a bit more yellow on his engines as well, besides whatever yellow patterning would have been on the main hull itself. And on top of that, and so the other one, Matchstick and whatever droid, Anakin, I guess, because he's a pilot, although they really should have Ahsoka as well, because she was sitting in there, and I believe they were with R2, and have Plo Koon with his Jedi Starfighter, the blue one, and the Dota, the really sharp-looking one, not the Jedi Interceptor with the look like sort of like early TIE fighters. No, the one before that with the more diamond or dagger shaped, just like the Chase or the Rare from way back. I actually have them over to the side, but costs a bit more. But I really wanted that one. Like, if they reissue that with maybe do a vault edition, but some nice deco, update it with the hyperdrive ring in a set with these two Y-wing bombers to represent that early 3 episodes back to back of attacking or destroy the malevolence. Oh, that'd be awesome. So I don't know, Jazwares or the toy gods are out there listening, make that happen. I would definitely buy that. If not, at least I think I'd definitely put out more color schemes of this with other pilots. I hope to see like the actual clone pilot like they have in the Torrent V19 Starfighter. They can definitely use those and repaint that to match and get some more color schemes. You can find Clone Wars Anakin dressed up for this bomber, or like the yellow and white version that he does. And that's, yeah. Anyways, let's set this aside. It's not about this one. This is Rex. But in conclusion, yeah, for about $15, I think these are worth it. I like it. The details there. It could definitely add more, especially with the paneling versus like the engine bay, and there's other engine components there. This one has sufficient like weathering, I think. I mean, you could technically go in more with inside there, but I don't feel I have to. And like with some other Galaxy Squadron stuff. Yeah, so I just happened to go to Walmart. I saw it. I said, I think I should get it. And I think I should cancel my pre-order on Amazon, which I did eventually. So I don't need it now. So now I got the first order. It's that new red TIE interceptor style, but it's different from Star Wars Resistance. They've got some kind of commander or ace pilot in that one. I'm looking forward to getting. Hopefully nothing happens to it or gets canceled, which on rare occasions sometimes Amazon will call, or not call, but email and ask you if it's been, because sometimes you've been waiting for a long time for something to arrive, and it hasn't. They'll just check if you still want it, otherwise they might cancel it, so you better respond to it. Just went off on a complete tangent out there. So I just came back to this. Yeah, I would definitely get this. Oh, Amazon. So yeah, I did end up canceling that order. And what else was it? Oh, I was going to talk the new AT-AT with the Amazon Special Edition that comes with the 2 AT-RTs. Is that what they are? Yeah. And I think the trooper that goes on on those, and then there's a snow Imperial remnant drivers, 2 of them. They actually have even the commander, which they don't. That's the missed thing that they had from the Lego AT-AT. That's a cool set actually, but they're missing the could have done with a commander instead of yet another same Grogu and Mando that we've been getting lots and lots of. I can't imagine a figure being more devalued just because of how often it shows up in Lego. Basically the same ones. And what was I gonna say? Get this on Amazon. I lost my thought again. Sorry, I've been really tired. And I guess I don't have much more to add to this other than I'd definitely recommend getting one of these. Hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.